Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video we are taking a look at semiconductors. We'll start off with Nvidia, then making our way to AMD, SMCI, ARM, Broadcom, and Micron. The morning video that I did on semiconductors, if you have seen, and I was referencing to this, is this a pivot? So looks like it closed above Nvidia, above the level of $102, that what was needed for us to have a good confirmation for this pivot. Now we'll go from here on. Are we now expecting structure on Nvidia to again overall, will it start to turn bullish? So but before all of that, I also want to first show you my new tool, that is my another bot that takes positions both on the long and the short side, and this is the data on Nvidia. You can see the details on the left side of the table. Last 30 trades, good profitability. Again, there will be red days as well, not hiding anything. You can see the data there. And just want to take you over across all the semiconductors. This was Nvidia, this is AMD, also net profitable. Today was also great moves on both Nvidia and AMD. Then this is SMCI. SMCI had overall still net profitable. Today we got a little bit chopped up in the early morning, but then eventually came out profitable, and you can see the data on the left side here, net profitable. Then we have ARM as well, also net profitable, and then Broadcom also net profitable, looking great, and so is Micron, net profitable, looking great. Anyways, if you need access to my tools, links are in the description below. Please note, I only provide them under educational purposes. You can use them as however you like, but at your own risk and responsibility. I take guarantee of nothing. I'm just showing you the data here, and I just go by the data, and that's all pretty much what it is. All right, so now with that, let's get back to our analysis here and Nvidia. Now we have found at least today a pivot. Now $97 that I have been saying is an important level for a reason, right? Because this is where we had this previous structural change after on a breakout through the earnings. So that becomes a strong level, $97. And right now, even though we have been in this downtrend, how the trend would usually reverse if we start to see a pivot form, a base form, a consolidation form, double bottom forms, all these price actions form, right? Are we seeing one of those price action form here on Nvidia? That is this higher pivot. Most likely, yes. And that's why I have been saying keep watching this $97. Either it would have happened here or at the level of 200 days moving average. Now, gladly, it's happening up here at the level of $97. So what from here, right? The next thing I talked about, closing above 102, was the most important thing for Nvidia to do today. Now, yes, this is the pivot. We are above 102. It's a bullish pivot. Now, the point is tomorrow, if we stay above 102 and 56 cents area, we are still in the bullish territory, and this most likely will continue just higher. If we lose 102, then we are not in a bullish pivot anymore. Then you are still again watching $97, but that will be intraday short definitely if we go below 102 and 50 cents around, right? That's where my level is. Now let's go to the hourly interval. So pretty much staying above it, and I talked about it in the morning as well, at these important significant level like 97 that I have been calling out. When you see hours of consolidation, candles forming during market open with the wick down there, like there's just no thinking twice. It's just a long play. And then we got to the next significant level of 106 after getting above one of the significant level, that is 102. Tomorrow, if Nvidia, as I said, continue to, if any pullback comes or whatever, as long as it still stays above 108 and 2, either a rebound or the pullbacks are still bullish. Structure will look only weaker if Nvidia again loses. Well, if it starts to lose either 50 or 20, definitely weakness would start to come in. But yeah, overall, as long as we continue to hold above 102, this is a nice pivot that Nvidia can turn again back into a full upside run. And then definitely I'm watching this 200 hours moving average. Let's see if it rejects here, reacts here, at least comes down, does still a pivot, and then continues higher. But what I'm trying to say is that these are the areas you are closely watching for the price action, and 102 staying above it, with a higher pivot forming here already and taking out previous pivot already, that means bulls have more control, and for this to continue higher, this will remain only in this sentiment for a strong bullish sentiment as long as we don't break below 102.50 area. That's very important. Let me emphasize that. If we break below that, this bullish sentiment won't be there. So accordingly, size in, size out, or through the pullbacks and with the stop loss on the other side, right? So that's that. But yeah, looking good, Nvidia to me right now for the bulls. For the bears, I'll be a little bit careful at this point because seems like Nvidia is showing sign of a, as long as those level holds and the structure holds, at least for now, is showing a sign of a pivot. A good pivot on a strong area of previous support. All right, so that's Nvidia. Let's go to AMD. And AMD, we are looking strong, and even though I have been calling out, hey, looks like we should be finding a consolidation here with this strong demand candle, it has been quite choppy here, and still from last 2 days over and over again trying to bounce and rejecting still at the previous below the previous level of the pivot, that is 136.88 area, right? AMD today found a good bounce. Now tomorrow, if it can get above 136.76, that's a good win over the previous pivot resistance, and expect a retest of 20 days moving average then. And then we'll see what happens from there. And for the intraday, that I would say very likely by the time pre-market will wrap it up and market would open, we will be very close to 200 hours moving average. Now it all comes down to this. If AMD can get above this 200 hours moving average and also this level of 136.74 since this previous pivot zones, and you can see the resistance acting then, right? This is the level, that's it. If AMD is above it, it's a party time, all right? Into the intraday rebound and upside play, right? So that's that. Stop loss, I don't have to repeat myself or say over and over again. That's the part that needs to be there regardless of whatever you do, right? SMCI. So SMCI trying to rebound, but it hasn't really gone above that previous pivot. You can see it's precisely rejected at our significant level today. Right now, we are not in any strong rebound now. It's just being rejected there. So yeah, it's still very weak on the daily, on the hourly interval. Yeah, tomorrow, if it can get above 529.38 and above 50 hours moving average, then sure, we can count for some upside. Otherwise, no. Below that, it's still weak and can continue down. ARM, all right, guys, looks like it's finally wanna go up and above out of this blue box finally. Yep, it wanna do it. ARM is like, don't stop me. So it finally found this level that I have been calling out with this trend line, 200 days moving average. It's finding a good consolidation and a pivot, and finally about to break out of this blue box. Keep an eye on this level 119.89 tomorrow. If we get out of it on a strong candle volume, eventually in a couple of days, well, tomorrow is Friday, so but yeah, it opens up the door to retest again 20 days moving average and higher significant level of 135.33. Anytime if we start losing this trend line again to the bottom side, just stay away. On the bull side, just stay away. All right, Broadcom. So Broadcom is back again in that blue box. Wow, this thing is just getting as choppy as it can get. Yeah, so is this a pivot? Most likely yes. It's a pivot forming on Broadcom. I won't be surprised if it continues higher. As long as we continue to stay above this blue box or 140 or even this pivot, but I would say 140, as long as we stay above it, it's just a long play in this continuation now to the upside. If we lose 140, then again 200 days moving average becomes the target area, and then definitely level by level. But if we lose this pivot here at 135, then this time it will be a bigger problem. But anyways, let's see if Broadcom can finally do it this time. There's a lower moving almost trend line coming on now as well, right? Which is something to just keep an eye on as well. So yeah, it all comes down to now this pivot, can it continue to hold and then finally breaks out of 20 days moving average and this trend line. So that's something you are watching. All right, so that's Broadcom. But yeah, it's a good start. It's a starting point. So let's see if it turns into a full-fledged upside structure as well. Micron. All right, is this a strong consolidation down here, you as junior trader? Guys, in my opinion, no. I have seen this pattern over and over repeat again. There may be exceptions, but over and when you have such a sell-off, massive sell-off, and you are seeing a little bit of consolidation, this is usually just a dead cat bounce. I think even if this rebound would come, if Micron can get above $93.91, a rebound can come all the way to $101.95, but that would be it, nothing more than that. And if we just reject, then this becomes an area of rejection then, and there's just a downside if it starts to see rejection there. Above 101.95, that's a change, yes, and that will give some momentum boost to the upside, otherwise no. Alrighty, that's it for this video, guys. And if you found it helpful, valuable, please hit the like, subscribe. If you need access to my tools that I showed you in the beginning of this video, links to my tools are in the description below. I have shown about how the tool has done on Tesla, SPY, QQQ in other videos. If you want to see, I can show you here as well. So let's go to Tesla. Let's go to the 5 minutes interval. And let me turn that on. Let me turn off my universal indicator. Let's turn on the bot. So you can see also on Tesla, really good profits. On the left side, you can see the table, the data, and then on SPY, let's go there. SPY also looking good, net profitable, good positions taken here as well. And then on QQQ as well, we have a good positions, good net profitability also for the last 30 trades. Anyways, links to my tools are in the description below, guys. All right, take care. Bye.